I'm really nervous, guys. I'm super nervous. Exactology, I'm good. Hi, Mama. Am I vegan? I am gluten-free, dairy-free, and egg-free. So that is why I am baking this way tonight. So that way I can enjoy all of the fun, yummy things from the holidays. So, yeah. You feel like you're in a classy hotel bar. It's called Chill Hop. There we go, that's better. You love my shirt? You can get it. If you guys do, oh, a cat was snuggling with me, so there's hair all over it. If you guys do the merch command, you can find it on Husband's store, and then you guys can get your own charm shirt too. So we are going to be making 2 different pies tonight in a matter of a couple hours, and one of these I've made before. One of them I have not, and I've never made a pie dough from scratch before. We're gonna attempt it tonight, and that should be interesting. So we are making a pumpkin pie first. So if you guys do the recipes command, it'll take you to a Pinterest board of all the recipes that we've done in stream before, and we will be doing the vegan pumpkin pie recipe that's on there. I like my pumpkin pie with graham cracker crust, so I just bought this crust ahead of time. I did it last year and it tasted really good. It's gluten-free and it's also free from 8 common allergies. So like eggs, nuts, dairy, oh here we go, wheat, soy, dairy, eggs, fish, shellfish, tree nuts, and peanuts. So if you have anybody that has a lot of different food allergies, the Midel graham cracker, they have graham cracker, they have snickerdoodle, ginger, and chocolate crusts, and they're super good. So my favorite thing about this pie is that you just put everything in the blender and you literally pour it in and then bake it and call it a day. But it does take an hour to bake. It's so easy. It's so easy. Space is like just barely big enough for everything. All right, so the first thing we need to do is get 2 3/4 cups of pumpkin puree. I have some organic pumpkin. Now, this is where there's not even a 3/4 marker on here, so we're just gonna do 1.5 cans. This is where you can tell that I am more of a cook than I am of a baker, because I hate measuring. I hate it. So literally, you just pour, add all pie ingredients to a blender and blend until smooth. I just don't want to make a huge mess as it pours in. Go! Alright, so next is a 1/4 cup of maple syrup. Trying to start a diet and this isn't helping, oh no! Well, at least you can look at it in a way that it's better for you. I mean, that's about as far as I can get. Better for you than like overly processed stuff. 1/4 cup brown sugar. For this one, I'm not making a gluten-free pie crust because I bought a gluten-free graham cracker crust. And then 1/3 cup of non-dairy milk. I use cashew milk. Alright, so 1/3 cup.
Wingardium Leviosa.
You can use any milk for this. You can use coconut milk, soy milk, almond milk. I'm using cashew milk. You could even just use dairy milk as well. Does not matter. Tablespoon of melted coconut oil. Coconut oil. I'm gonna melt this quick. Okay. There's a tablespoon of coconut oil. We need 2.5 tablespoons of cornstarch. How did I mount the close-up camera for top view? It's mounted to one of my lights. All right, I'm doing 5 of these. 2.5 tablespoons. This is a half tablespoon. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I haven't seen Fantastic Beasts yet. We're going tomorrow night, and I'm so excited. Ben and I are dressing up in our house gear. After the cornstarch, we need 1 3/4 teaspoon pumpkin pie spice. Again, I don't like measuring, so I have a teaspoon here, and we're just gonna do 1 3/4 teaspoon of it. To get a new pumpkin pie spice. We are in Gryffindor. Oh, when it's bigger than that. Can I scoop it? Scoop it over the sink just in case. It's roughly 1. Every baker out there, like, absolutely hates me. Just recently I started mixing my my liquids and my powders separately, my dry and my wet ingredients separately. And then we need 1/4 teaspoon of salt, which I usually just do a little pinch in my hand. Are you not gonna let me lock it? This thing has like very specific order of things that it wants to be done before it lets you do anything. Why would you take it? Ugh. It's all... Why is this not working? Oh my gosh, it has to be a specific way. I've just never done that before. Alright, so this is pretty cool because it has like smoothie, frozen drink, ice cream, snow cone, whatever. We're just gonna blend it on low for right now. So I'm gonna mute for a second because it's gonna be loud. Alright, and then we're going to scrape it all down to make sure it's all well mixed. It already smells so good. Now that we got that first blend, then I'll go on high speed. So this pie crust is like super temperamental. It breaks very easily. It's already got a crack right along here. Then we just pour it in. Makes a very full pie. I'm not a huge pumpkin pie fan, but this one I love because, I don't know, I just don't like the consistency of most store-bought pumpkin pies where it's almost kind of gelatinous. Does that make sense? This one's more of like a cream consistency. It's got a little texture to it versus just mush. So this goes into a 350-degree oven for, how long is it? 60 minutes. So off we go. But how easy is that? I mean, we've been hanging out here for a little bit, but it's less, probably about a half hour. And if I could have been done in 15 minutes of prep time if I was paying full attention. So. can smell from here, it literally, with that graham cracker crust, it looks so good. I want to eat it right now. It smells like fall, yes. Like I said, I'm so nervous. Apple pie is literally my favorite pie in the whole entire world, and so I don't want to mess this up at all. So the flour that I use is gluten-free. Cup for Cup is the brand. It has flaxseed in it, like little chunks of flax seeds in it. So I'm gonna sift it so that way I don't have chunks of flaxseed in my pie dough. I need 2 1/4 cups of my crust. That's what I'm nervous about. Just get out of the container. Alright, so here's my 1/4 of a cup. Alright, so then it said combine flour, sugar, cinnamon, and salt. So our sugar is a tablespoon of sugar. I also use raw cane sugar versus processed sugar. So 1 tablespoon of sugar. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. This is something these we've had since I probably went to school out of high school. And I kind of just want to get new measuring spoons. And then we need 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Again, when it comes to salt, I usually just do a little pinch of it. So using a pastry cutter or forks, I'm going to be using forks because I don't have a pastry cutter. Cut the cold vegan butter into the flour mixture until you have a crumbly flour mixture without large chunks of butter. This is going to obviously take the longest, but it's 3/4 of a cup. Alright, so 8 tablespoons is 1/2 cup, so I need 1 1/2 sticks of butter. I've only seen people on cooking shows do this. Start smushing it together. This is where I was like, man, do I really want to buy a pastry cutter just to make this, or can I suck this up and just do it with my fork? This is a lot of more work than I thought. So you have crumbly flour mixture without large chunks of butter. We're getting there, but we got some large chunks of butter still. Like little pea size. Okay. So like I'm almost like wet sand. 1 tablespoon at a time, add ice water to the flour mixture until you get a formable dough. So I just want to add 1. I mean, it's formable. I don't want to get it too moist, right? A little more. 7. So I'm good because I can squeeze it into a dough like that because I don't want it to be too wet. On a well-floured surface, form the dough into a ball gently and cut the dough into 2 pieces and wrap it up. Okay. There. And I don't want to get it too dry now. I know things from watching shows. You don't want to get it too dry. You don't want to get it too wet. Okay. So now it's a ball. And get some plastic wrap. Fun fact, I've had this plastic wrap since college. Been out of college for 10 years now. But I need to do 2/3 and 1/3 because 2/3 is for the bottom of the pie, 1/3 is for the top of the pie. So that would be about half. Okay. Wrap it up. Okay. Then it says, chill in the fridge for at least 30 minutes. It is 9:30, so at 10 we take these out. Alright, so while that's chilling, we now have 30 minutes to then go through and prepare our filling. Now, what is your guys' opinions on leaving skins on apples for apple pie? Because I personally really like it, but I know a lot of people don't. I only ask because our apple peeler just kind of sucks. So we're gonna be rustic here and just kind of hack away at it a little bit. And if there's skin, there's skin, and if there's not, there's not. You don't have to eat it if you don't want to. So it says that I need 5 cups of apples. So I have 6 apples, just guessing. So we're gonna do one at a time and measure. And that one I want them to be nice and thin. My shirt is like covered in flour too. I need a tablespoon of lemon juice. I am a person that likes to use real lemon versus like the little Charlie's gonna be sad he's not out here. Because his favorite thing to do is to lick lemons. So when I'm done, he likes to just walk around. Okay. So this next part is gonna be at the stove, and I didn't really figure out how I would do that. So you guys just basically get to stare at my butt for a while. But in a medium or large saucepan, add brown sugar, white sugar, cornstarch, cinnamon, nutmeg, and salt. Pour in water and whisk to combine. Okay, this is the part where I'm basically making caramel. We're gonna add our apples quick. Oh, I'm not gonna splash hot stuff on my face. It's reduced to medium low and add apples, stirring to coat. I hear you. Hold on. And then allow the mixture to simmer for 10 to 15 minutes, ensuring to stir it every so often to prevent burning. It says once apples are slightly tender, remove from heat and allow to cool slightly while you prep your crusts. Guys, this is seriously caramel in here. Like, I have to do this for a second. It's seriously caramel that we're making. So next is rolling stuff out. How big is my pie dish? 9 inches? 9 1/4 inches? Should we see some Ico tricks? I know you probably can't see her too much. Here, come here. Sit. Touch. Okay. Can you dance? Good girl, dance. Good girl, dance. High five. High five. Lay down. Stay. Good girl. Alright, preheat oven to 400. Spray a 9-inch pie pan with cooking spray and set aside. So we're going to start with our bottom dough. Roll out into a circle on a well-floured surface. Drape the crust into the pie pan and gently press into the bottoms and sides. My name's Cello and I get in trouble all the damn time. It says roll it out into a circle. I'm assuming it needs to be fairly thin. Oh, it's crumbly. This is what I was afraid of. This is the part that I was afraid of. Might take like the top half and put it over here. There we go. Now it's more circular. Holding my pie pan upside down over it to see. So you go a little bigger. We're gonna. Oh my gosh. Nope, nope, nope. No. Yeah, I'll just. We'll just piece it together. It's okay. Okay. I said, get a little water. This is like when you play with clay in school and they tell you to score and use the water to combine it all together. I would say this isn't bad for my very first pie crust ever. To cut off your edges. And we'll use that to piece some more edges. Okay, there we go. Fill in all of our areas. We don't want too thick of a pie crust on the edge. Okay. Now it says spoon the apples into the crust, reserve excess sauce for serving. Oats can be gluten-free. Alright, so it said spoon. So we don't want all of the excess sauce in there. Yeah, I'm gonna let the sauce sit and thicken up a little bit. I could just drink. Look at this. Oh, so good. This is looking good, right? That should be about big enough. I just feel like I want like this to be right here. So we go 1, 2. You can crimp the sides. Yeah. Okay, good. And 3. Okay. Alright, so as long as this centerpiece stays intact, I feel like I need 2 more. Fold it and then unfold it on the pie. Okay, that's a good idea. So like, fold it. I feel like I could be a surgeon at this point. This poor little heart right here. All right. Yay! Some spots look better than others. All right, and then do the fancy off the edge. Mama, if you're still in here, I'm not making this again for this weekend. I'll figure out something else. Brush the top of the pie with some dairy-free milk and sprinkle with cinnamon and sugar. I already have some pre-made cinnamon sugar. gonna brush a little bit of milk and cinnamon and sugar, and then some cinnamon and sugar on everything because that always makes life better. Guys, it looks so cute. I didn't do horrible. Alright. Bake for 45 minutes. Cover the edges with foil at 25 minutes to prevent the crust from burning. We need to jar our sauce here. So we'll be serving the excess sauce on the side. Look at that. So good, so good. Alright, so we will save this. I'm going to put it in the fridge for it to kind of just chill and set. And then when it's time on Thursday, we'll take it out, we'll let it sit to room temperature, and then you can pour it over your pie. Or I'll say, screw it and use it for my oatmeal tomorrow morning. We now have 40 minutes. Now, I don't think you guys just want to sit here and talk to me for 40 minutes. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I love you guys. Have a great night, and I will see you on Friday. Okay, bye!